It's been described by Jack Nicklaus himself as one of the greatest shots in Ryder Cup history, and even 4 decades later, the legend of Seve Ballesteros, 3-wood from the bunker at PGA National in 1983, still stirs awe. Michael O'Brien's iconic photograph captured the moment, Ballesteros frozen in intensity after thrashing at the ball, eyes locked on its flight. Looking at the image years later, I was struck by a surprising detail, a figure standing directly behind Seve. Could that really have been me? What is certain is the situation Ballesteros faced. After snap-hooking his drive on the 18th, he barely advanced his 4-iron into the fairway bunker. Once 3 up on Fuzzy Zoeller, Seve now found himself tied and in danger of losing. Zoeller had a wedge in hand, and the Spaniard was staring down a bunker lip that looked more like a wall. His caddy, Nick DePaul, expected him to lay up with a 5-iron, but Seve was never one to take the cautious path. "Tres de Madero," he declared, reaching for his 3-wood. I stood behind him, baffled, as he plotted a shot few others would even imagine. Nicklaus, captain of the U.S. team, sat in a cart nearby until Seve waved him to move. He was about to attempt a 50-yard cut with a persimmon 3-wood, out of the sand, with the Ryder Cup hanging in the balance. What followed was pure artistry. The ball climbed, shaped, and carved its way onto the edge of the green. Seve 2-putted for par, having the match in what remains one of the most electric halves in Ryder Cup lore. Years later, O'Brien confirmed that the figure in the frame likely was me. My shirt color, the media badge on my shoulder, and the sparse crowd at the time all pointed to it. To think I might have Forrest Gumped my way into such a historic moment only deepens the memory. That 1983 Ryder Cup ended in a razor-thin U.S. victory, 14.5 to 13.5, sealed by Lanny Wadkins, wedged to tap-in distance at the last. The galleries at PGA National were modest compared to the tens of thousands expected this week at Bethpage Black, and the Ryder Cup itself was still searching for competitive balance after years of American dominance. Everything changed from that era on. Looking back, I marvel not only at Seve's audacity, but also at how close I came to standing inside a timeless piece of golf history.